Hey guys, welcome back to home. Playing this late at night with the lights off. Time to get atmospheric. We're about to enter the creepy room with the creepy noises. It's not even a room, it's actually a building. Big building. With a creaky door. With lots of strange noises. See? One of those lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. The door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted to the front that said, "Danger. Close for repairs." What's this? There's a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking to other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs had collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. Okay. Another door. It didn't look like the power was on yet. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. Okay, so we need to get the power back on somehow. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked there. One of them was to Norman, who's one of the older guys in the line. Norman. I like Norman. What's this? A power panel. It looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yes. Always push the switch. The power panel still wasn't working. Should I switch it again? The panel seemed to be working again. Okay, good. The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out, and the face was unrecognizable. Power panel. Looking at the switches downstairs, looks like I need 5 of these switches. It was shut tight. There was a rusty looking card slot on the side. Ooh, stairs going up. What's this? Our old break table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this sting more. So we need to go up again. The door had been hastily boarded up. The anticipation is insane. We've gone through nearly an hour of gameplay without anything happening. Something has got to give soon. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked here. Another switch. Yes, of course you pulled the switch. Great, this one was working. A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? Yes. As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf. Someone's used this more recently then. The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. Did I take the card? Yeah, because I'm going to need this. I slipped the key card into my pocket. Another panel that I hope could help me get the power back on. Did I push the switch? Yes. Power panel still isn't working. Should I push it again? Is it working now? Great. This one works. There's another one here as well. Another panel. Okay. The power's back on. There are noises. Things are moving. I've got a magnetic card. So now all the game's trying to do is lull me into a false sense of security because I think I've got the power back on. I think I'm safe right now. I'm wrong. I'm very wrong. Ah, with a hammer, I can get this off. I used the hammer. The old wooden boards came apart easily. After I'd removed the planks, I left the hammer on the floor. Who boarded this up and why? Why did they board it up? This was my locker. There in the factory. It stank of booze and there was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. I thought I'd taken that picture home when the factory closed. There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if the man in the house had something to do with this. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. Going back downstairs and bracing myself now. Because I'm 99% sure something's going to jump at me. We got to use this. Or is it the next bit? Is it this door? No, this door here, with the magnetic card reader. The card key I found seemed like it will pass through this reader. Did I use the key card? Yes, you did. Oh my god. What's this? A light, okay. There was some kind of ventilation hatch there. Looked like I could jump to the room below. My leg hurt enough as it is, but I couldn't see another option. Did I jump? No. I was too chicken to jump, I think that said. If I was too chicken to jump down that broken ladder before, why do it now? There had to be another way. I strongly agree. This is lulling me into a false sense of security even though I'm fully aware it's doing it. Just waiting for a jump scare. The power box looked like it was running again. With the power box working again, the door could be unlocked. Did I go through? Yeah, you did. A rack of flashlights hung on the wall. One of them was missing. That's the one I've got. My foot hit wet ground as I exited the factory. It almost slipped in the muck. It sent a jolt up my leg and the pain made my eyes water. In the dim light I could see a darkened path before me. I didn't recognise it, but I hoped it led somewhere closer to town. I wanted to get away from that dead guard. Maybe whoever killed him was still around. Just imagining that made my back tingle like someone was standing right behind me. Who had gone through those lockers? What was anybody at all doing in the old plant? Maybe I thought no one would have an idea. The store wasn't far down the main road. I travelled long enough by myself. It was time I found some help. I can't go back. This game, man, it makes me want to go back and try again to get all the bits that I missed. Because I should just jump. Oh, a car. The pickup had smashed into the guardrail and stood silent. Was this the truck that those newspaper clippings mentioned? Was there really a body found here? Through the gate we go. Can't go anywhere right. I'm starting to think nothing's actually going to happen. The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and thick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. Did I take it back? Yes. I cleaned the card off the best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card, and now this. I tucked the card into my wallet next to my credit card. Sounded like it was going to start raining again. Great. I entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet except for the faint sound of a television. I don't like this at all. The entrance to the front of the store was locked from the inside. It looked like I couldn't just pop it open. I needed a key. There was a bit of blood on the keyhole. There's blood everywhere in this freaking game, man. Can you hear that shit? came from the left-hand side. Oh god, blood. Oh shit, do I go in here? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Hi TV. The TV still flickered some indecipherable channel. Oh shit, is that Norman? Jesus! I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my co-worker and one of the few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood, looked like he'd been shot trying to get up. His eyes were still wide with shock. Norman, you deserve better than this. Did I close his eyes? Yes. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace, or if I just couldn't stand to think about what was going on. Quickly I closed Norman's eyes. Norman, you're creeping me out, bro. Big time. What is going on here? Seriously. I'd never been to Norman's place before. At least I don't remember ever doing so. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Yeah, of course you did. I found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash and pickpocketed it. Pickpocketed it? Pocketed it. God. Noob Zach. Oh, I've got to walk past Norman again. I don't want to walk past Norman again. Don't want to walk past Norman again. Don't grab me. Cool. Keep walking. Keep walking. What's that up there? A light. These pixels though. These pixels though. That black outline. He's got swag. Ginger person has got swag. Swag, 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 swag. That almost made me jump. It's just a coat rack. Despite the shock of already finding Norman in that state, seeing this turned my stomach just as much. It was one of Rachel's old full coats. What was it doing there? Was she okay? Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were legal here. One of the slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others here. The handgun was Norman's. What the hell was he doing with it? The gun would fit here. Did I place it back in the cabinet? Interesting. If I put the gun back, I don't have any method of self-defense. No, I didn't. Though it weighed on me, I had a hard time parting with a weapon just then. Just in case like some crazy shit goes on, I don't really want to just be like, you know, here's my weapon. I've got the hairpin, I should be able to get in here now. Okay, I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. But I still managed to pick the lock. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things, postcards, snacks, you know, magazines, canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. Something dodgy was going on with your wife and this Norman bloke, dude. The register was mostly empty and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. The icebox seemed to be unplugged. Must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then. My god, what had I seen? Norman was dead, but I had no idea why. I didn't know why he could have been, or how he could have been involved in all of this, but the thought of him lying on the floor up there was sickening. The only comfort I had was the gun I still carried. But was it really a comfort, or a curse? It was a comfort. You've got a gun, no one's going to be messing with you if you're packing heat. The rain was coming down hard, but at least I was close to home. It wouldn't be long before I got my answers. All these different gates. Oh, 2 different gates. It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. The gate was locked tight. This was not my house. This is his house. Oh no, it wasn't. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. The neighbourhood local post box. A letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I know it isn't right, but did I look at the letter? Yes. There was no return address, but the envelope was addressed to Norman. Carefully, Ettore opened and looked at the letter inside. It read, "Stay away. She's mine." That was it. No signature. No other information. You sent that. I had the wrong gate. This one was locked. Yes, okay, wrong gate. Get it. Why does it do it twice? I entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. I never did fix this gate. It was stuck. I needed to press on. There was no point turning back at that point. Blurred. I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. Do it. You can do it, ginger bloke. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. How convenient! The table was clean. It hadn't been used any time recently. The door to the basement, it was locked. Where did I put that damn key? There was a small pile of mail on the front door. Front door floor? What the hell? I can't even speak. On the floor, in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Yes, you did. I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about cancelling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? The front door was locked from the inside. I couldn't go out though. I needed to see if Rachel was here. Stop freaking reading the things twice, man. Let's go upstairs. It's getting tense. Hello? Rachel? The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. Stop reading things twice, ginger bloke. I swear I will shave all your hair off. What's this? An old photo of Rachel and me stared at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway? Yep, hoarder mentality. I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I'd got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? Our television. I purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterwards, but by then it was too late. We had a swaggy TV, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. That's still locked, okay. They've got a nice house. It's got 3 floors. The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now I looked more closely. It looked like the man in that house had some of the same books I did. There was a suitcase on the bed. It was Rachel's. I remembered it from that trip we took out west. Did I open the suitcase? Yeah. I wasn't sure what to make of the suitcase's Oh, God, why'd you skip, game? I checked the date and time. It matched the receipt I found in those horrible sewers. What was this, Rachel? Who are you running away with? This wasn't getting me anywhere. I must have found a receipt or a ticket or something. The stupid bloody thing skipped. Cut a bit of the story out. Oh dear. A hallway mirror had been smashed. Its pieces scattered around the floor. Bathroom. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck. I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. What are you doing? Why are you going back out? This guy's got a mind of his own, I swear. We're lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. This is the last door. Actually, pretty nervous about this, guys. My laptop had been left on. I only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yep. You pocketed the key. I pocketed the key. I know exactly what door this is used for. The basement. I think. Or maybe it was the door that was stuck. Nope, the door was stuck shut. Okay. Yeah, get it, mate. Alright. That's really, really atmosphere breaking when you do that to me. I unlocked the basement door. Don't want to be doing this, don't want to be doing this. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Did I take the key? Yes. I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. Your soul. There are old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. I put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. What's this? There are old Christmas decorations in the box. It's almost that time of year, bro. Okay, does this unlock the front door? What room does this unlock then? That one that's stuck. It must be the one that's stuck. The grimy key I'd found in the basement unlocked the door. This is the last door. It looked like the room had been tossed around. Furniture was a mess. Did someone break in here? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes, because we need this to take the drywall out. I lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciate its weight. I've got a boss crowbar right now. Okay, to the basement. Still, nothing's happened. Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? Yes, you did. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Don't look. This is the last bit of the game, guys. I don't want to go on. I have to. There's no other way. Don't look. A filthy looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful, made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I'd come this far. Some shit is going to go down. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Oh shit, yes you did. What's going on, bruh? What's going on? Jesus. Wrapped within the filthy rags, pale and still, was Rachel. She was covered in fading bruises and what looked like cuts. Oh, for fuck's sake, game! Ruin the atmosphere. I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way back upstairs. Reluctantly, exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Okay, so what now? What the hell? Bruh. Bruh. What's going on? Maybe I could use some of Rachel's travel books and find some place to go. I'm going to go back in here because I think I saw something on the side in here. Yeah. It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again. Maybe someone stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before? Yeah, you were. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. What does that mean? Well, you were at those places before, mate, because... Well, I thought you said so, right? Reflection in that grimy glass was only a shadow, a whisper. I still loved the old charm of that claw-footed bathtub, though it seemed like cold comfort then. It was the key card I found in the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through the door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's, but if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going back to the factory? What? No. Why would he go back to the factory? I don't get it. Did I think Norman was going back to the factory? What do you mean back to the factory? Didn't he work there? I don't know. No? No. Somebody else was using that locker room. But who? The laptop had finally run out of power. From now on, I'd have no one to get angry at me for stupid things like buying this TV. Well, bright side of life and everything, I guess, mate. The mail still sat there heaped on the floor. How long had Rachel been lying in the basement? I'm just going to check the kitchen first, because I have a horrible feeling she's going to be in the kitchen. There will be no more dinners here. No more chit-chat over breakfast. At least not for us. I must have locked the door. There was no reason to return to the backyard anyway. Basement? I couldn't go back down. Not until I'd gone over everything. I needed to make sure I was perfectly clear. Motherfucker, stop investigating things twice. Stop skipping text. I couldn't leave, not until I'd thought more about this. I needed some answers. Where do I go? What do I do? My old office safe sat on the floor. I used to keep tax records and other important documents in it. It used a digital passcode lock. Did I try and open it? Yes. The safe was an 8-digit code. What was that damn code again? It's obviously a year. What the fuck? What's going on? Do I use the mouse on this or? Shush, bugger off. I can hear myself walking in the background. This game is so buggy, man. I can't even... How do I change? Do I keyboard this? I'm using a controller. Oh shit. I leafed through the notebook I had taken from the forest. In it were the names that had been written down. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, blah 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 blah. Those poor girls, were they victim of the same person who had killed Rachel? I wonder what happened to the other names in that list. The ones scratched out on that desk. There's wet tunnels. I honestly don't know what to do here. There's got to be something that I can... I made up my mind. Okay. I need to find a clue to that safe. No matter what, I needed some kind of escape. There, that was decided. It's an old photo of the other man and his wife, I assume. I found it in that house. I recalled those faded remains I had found deep underneath his house. What had he done there? Well, what did I think? Was that man involved in this whole mess somehow? He must be, because there was blood all over his house, man. Definitely. Those tunnels, the odd tools in his house, and the remains of his wife. He wasn't innocent, that's for sure. I've been here several times. It seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back into the basement. I guess I was ready to face the truth now. I ain't even scared, bruh. It was the knife I'd found in the sewers. I left it here because I didn't want it near me anymore. Was all this my fault? Was I responsible for Rachel's death? If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? No. There were other means of dealing with this. The gun I had found in the other man's tunnel. What was he doing with it? Why had I taken it in the first place? Was this my own doing? Could I bring this upon Rachel? My head began to spin with guilt and worry. If I wanted to end it, I could do it. I could do it with that gun. Did I pick it up again? No, because this is not our fault. We're a good person. Gingers are good people. Just the thought made my head spin. I left the gun on the cold basement floor. I couldn't go back into that room again. Okay. Now what? Do we just leave? That was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in that house a moment longer. Did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? Yes. Yes, you did, Ginger Man. Since I had arrived in town, things had been difficult. Working in that plant now had been good for me. Kept me in line, gave me something to do. Helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. Drinking was probably just a way to deal with that. It was almost as if I was trying to beat my brain at its own game. Things stopped making sense sometime after that, and my memories of what happened are still in flux. But I know Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night I'd unearthed terrible truths, but I knew I was in a final act. It was a final act of a long-standing horror I'd been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. It was obvious to me that the man I had found lying in the house had something to do with all of this. Could he have killed Rachel? It started to seem that there were too many things I had seen to think otherwise. It was clear, at least, that Norman had been going back to the old plant. Maybe he was the one that had boarded up that locker room. Who had been drinking in there? That secret hiding place. Somebody killed that guard then. He must have. Maybe he found out. Or maybe the guard had caught him on patrol. I had to catch my breath to take it all in. Up until the factory, things have only got worse. But then I had seen something even I would never have expected. when I went to Norman's store, even. That's when my perspective on all this really started to change. Well, Norman was dead. I had no idea what happened to him. But as painful as all of that was, God, I couldn't bear to think about it again. After all I had done and seen, finally coming home was supposed to be the end of this entire ordeal. God help me, though. It was only the beginning. As I swung open the door and stepped out into the air, I caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife. Just the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before the police got involved. Before the neighbours knew. The front lawn was soft and giving beneath my feet. I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, or rather that I should run. Then run, bro. This game is a game that has many different branching possibilities. And I think you're going to have to play through it several times to actually understand it properly, because I'm still a little bit mystified. Like, it never really... I think it already happened. It's different, though. God, I'll give you that. It's a few quid on Steam. I'll give it a try. Play through what you want to play through. Do what you want to do. And tell me what happens. Because I feel I messed up on some parts. And I really want to know what's going to happen. I might just look it up. Anyway, that's the end of this Let's Play done. The last episode was obviously a bit longer. There you go, share your story at homehorror.com// what happened. I'm impressed with you, developer. Very thought-provoking, not at the story, but how many branching paths there were and what could have happened. Can you actually find out what happens? Okay, I'm done with this, guys. Thanks for watching. You're the best. Good night, because it's nearly midnight. Actually, no, it's only 10:30. See you later.